the big question, of course, which I've left to the end, is the question of war and peace, because that's ultimately what's going to be facing the world. We're in a perilous situation as far as that's concerned. Trump has spoken about wanting to end the war in Ukraine. And if he's able to do that, not only will he save a lot of money and lives, but he'll put the British establishment, which Tory or Labour have been for the war in Ukraine, he'll put them into a very difficult position, because the British establishment couldn't continue to prosecute a war against Ukraine and Russia without America. So that will really shake things up. So I think one man who'll be worried tonight will be Zelensky, wondering just how that's all going to go down. And then, of course, there's the whole Middle East conflict. And I know a lot of right-wingers, so-called, they support the Israel side. Our position is we don't support any side. We want peace in the Middle East, because the way we see it is, if you have war in the Middle East, the only thing that comes from war in the Middle East, whether it's Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, or Iraq, is hundreds of thousands of refugees coming our way. And if that was to get worse, if the situation in the Middle East was to get worse, then it will be a catastrophe from which Europe would never recover. And so we can only hope that Trump is the man to somehow get that reined in a bit. And he might well be, because he said today, I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. That was his quote. So he could be the peacemaker. He could be the peacemaker, which would be amazing. Because it's like, 2024 isn't like the 18th and 19th centuries, when Britain was able to go around the world fighting wars and there wasn't any blowback to us. Like today, in our interconnected world where we can travel across continents in a matter of hours, we can't prosecute wars outside of the UK without blowback, either immediate or long term. And so really, war should be going out of fashion. It should be going out of fashion in the modern world, because nobody benefits from it. It's statesmanship and diplomacy, which we all need at this time, and cool heads as well. So I think that Trump is more likely to be a cool head on these matters. If he is a cool head, then that will be a great gift that he's given Britain, because it will save us from another refugee influx. And it will allow us over the next few years to try to deal with the ones that we've got here already. So pray for his safety is all I can say. Pray for his safety, because there's a lot of people that are not going to like that. There's a lot of people who don't want peace.